Hello everyone and welcome back to Conquest. Today we're on the offensive. That is right, I am going to start going down this path right here. Fungal Pass and maybe Overgrowth. I think that's the next one. I don't know if they've added a second one after Fungal Pass, but we're taking Fungal Pass first, and if it's unlocked, we're going to take the other one over here, which you can see is an enemy base because there is red glowing lights on the planet. I think we have enough resources to do this already. Looks like we do, so I think we can just go ahead and launch right in, start building up some units and seeing what we can do. But there is one little thing that I want to do beforehand. I believe in the first episode I turned off enemy sector invasions. I've been thinking about that. That's kind of stupid. Let's turn that back on. That makes way more sense anyways. Now, you'd think that Fungal Pass would attack a biomass synthesis facility, but apparently it doesn't. Maybe I need to restart or something. I'm not sure, but whatever, we're just going to take Fungal Pass. It's not like it could really pose a threat anyways. Alright, looks like we are maxed out on every resource except for scrap, and that's because I don't think there's any scrap available in Stained Mountains, which is kind of where I have my massive production area, so I think we'll just have to go in with no scrap, which does mean no scrap walls. That's a real shame. Oh well, let's do this. And unfortunately, it looks like there's no scrap in this sector either, so we will not be able to use the scrap walls today. Also, speaking of scrap walls, I see a whole bunch of comments about, oh man, you really like the scrap walls. Scrap walls aren't that good. What are you doing? I'm gonna prove you all wrong right now. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. Gigantic scrap wall is a 4x4. Alright, and this 4x4 has 3,840 health. If I'm not mistaken, that is the exact same amount of health as a large 2x2 surge alloy wall. So that has got a lot of health. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at the Mend Projector right here, unfortunately it does not tell you in-game, at least not that I can see, but if you click this View Content fields, it will take you to a nice website that will tell you that this thing heals for 12% per iteration, I guess. So, what is 12% of 3,840? That would be 460.8 health every time a Mender goes off. So that's pretty good. Now, everyone's been telling me, what about large thorium walls? Thorium walls. If you do this, there's more health there. And yes, that would be correct. 1,760 times 4 is 7,040. So yes, that is technically correct. There is more health in these 4 walls right here. But you don't need to destroy all 4 of these to get through. You only need 2. So the actual amount of health of these technically 4 walls is actually 2 because that's just the amount of layers you have, which is 3,520. That is still less than the gigantic scrap wall's 3,840. Plus, these things will only get healed for 12%, which 12% of 1,760 is a lot less than 12% of 3,840. So, scrap walls are better. I don't want to hear it. I'm using them anyways. Well, that was a very long-winded rant. We should probably actually do something, like research and place a ground factory. You know, that kind of makes sense. Looks like I already have it researched, which is right here, so yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And I am extremely lazy, and we have a whole bunch of resources anyway, so I'm just gonna simply unload from the core. Usually you're supposed to make the resources in the sector, but I ain't doing all that. Let's just make a dagger here. There we go. Okay, now do we have enough power for this? I doubt it, so why don't we just get some more real quick by making a second laser drill with water in it, and that can run like 4 steam turbines, and that'll be good enough. And also, everyone keeps telling me that I keep making more pumps than I need, and yeah, you're right, I do, but I just don't care. I like having a lot of available liquid so I can just kind of add something to the line without even having to worry about it. Like these steam turbines over here. Alright, anyway, so now we've got enough power for that, and since I'm lazy and don't want to wait around a whole bunch, I'm just going to add another one of these guys right here. There we go. And now we will have a whole bunch of daggers available, and we can start the attack. Hold shift to enter command mode, left click and drag to select units, right click to order them to go somewhere. Yep, I know how that works. Looks like this hasn't changed too much, although it looks like the textures are different. They're a lot more like faded, I guess, or I guess see-through, so you can actually see through them, which is quite nice because it used to be very distracting and took up a lot of the screen space, so I'm kind of happy they did that. Okay, also we have a limit of about 16 of these guys, so why don't we get our full limit and then we can push onwards. Now also, I did see a comment last episode. Apparently you can just outrange the entire base with a ripple, and yeah, that looks to be true. Unfortunately, I don't think you can get the core, but you might be able to if you control it yourself, which is kind of funny. I'm not going to do that, though, because the whole point of this is to use the new units, so I'm just going to use them. But that is an option if you want to do it. And we also don't have to destroy everything. We could just leave this here, and I think that's what I'm going to do, because we're just going to send them straight at this wall and see what we can do. And also, these have a new firing sound. I like it. And yeah, I think I'm just going to let them shoot, you know? They're out of range of the Scorches, so let's just let them destroy them. They obviously can't get hit by scatter because scatter targets air. I do want to destroy those flares, though, because they will do some damage to us. Unfortunately, it looks like we will have to destroy the core first, which is perfectly fine by me because now all of this is derelict and I can deconstruct it for resources. And also maybe stand away from the fire, please. Alright, now let's get some reinforcements because we did lose some. Now also, it does look like there's core tiles here. I don't think you can actually place a core. No, you cannot. I think there are some sectors in the future you can do this to. This is mostly an air cure feature though, so I don't know if there are going to be any that allow us to do it in this campaign. But I guess we'll find out, right? Oh yeah, also, and while we're here, don't we have repair point? We do. So I'm just going to go ahead and run a little power line up here just to get these guys healed up. Because we've got some extra power, we may as well, right? Now luckily these things do not have a lot of health, so this is not going to take very long. Oh, looks like we're getting attacked. Alright, we lost one. Rip. Oh well, let's just push in. Ooh, also, it looks like we have waves, so we probably should, Wait! Wait! What? No! No, 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 we're not Hey! We're not supposed to be doing that. You can't rebuild. That's illegal.
Wait, that's illegal.
No, we can't have that happening. Okay, well anyways, as these guys... Well, no, I'm going to leave them here because they can shoot at these guys. We're going to lose a lot here, but that's okay. We did not lose a lot. So I'm just going to go station them right here. They can take out those scatters. Hopefully they won't get shot by the duos over here. It looks like they won't. And now we have some air defenses over here. Alright, there we go. We only lost about 6 units doing that. I will take it. Now, I'm pretty sure there's some beefy turrets over here. Yep, we've got 2 graphite hail. That is going to do some serious damage. Unfortunately for them, it looks like I can kind of just go around if I build an air unit. If we destroy this, and we went up here, we could hit these without even getting hit at all. So we might want to do that, or we also just have the option to do this with a ripple. That would also work. That is kind of cheese though, so I'm just going to send all 6 of my, well I guess all 16 of the daggers up there, which we did lose some more now, so we're going to have to wait for more reinforcements. But I'm going to send all of them to target the hail, and we'll see if any of them make it. Okay, reinforcements have arrived. Let's see what we can do. The hail's range is about right there, so if we go here, we should be able to destroy everything in the path, and then we'll just push straight for it. And also, if you're curious how I'm finding the range, I'm just middle mouse clicking to pick block, so we have hail as the target for us to build, and you just overlay it, and that's the exact range. It's quite useful. And I think instead of actually targeting the hail, I'm going to target their ammo supply, because that is going to, you know, prevent them from shooting. Perfect. Okay, looks like it didn't really matter that much because we just destroyed them instantly. I mean, we did lose most of our force, but I think that's acceptable. Let's wait for some more units to get built up. We'll send them up here, and then we'll finish this off. Hey, whoa, 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 you can't be doing that. He did not respawn. Oh, never mind. There we go. Now you can't do nothing. Wow. This thing is inaccurate. Holy. Now, if we were smart about this, we could just avoid the duo. We don't have to go near them. There's no turrets up here, so let's just go up. This will, of course, start a giant coal fire, so we will probably not want to stand in it, but it will burn off the rest of these buildings up here, and we can go straight for the core and finish this off. And they are smart enough to go up here, and there's polys now, which is not great, so we probably are going to have to get to them before they rebuild anything. Alright, there we go. Looks like they are hitting the core right now. Ooh, they might actually make it. Let's destroy their menders there. Okay, there we go. It stopped shooting them, so I think we'll be fine. And there we have it. Sector captured. Perfect. That wasn't so bad. And looks like you cannot place a core tile there. That is a bit unfortunate. Okay, well, that was pretty easy. Where's next? Research additive reconstructor and research mace. I bet we have a whole bunch of new research available. It looks like we do. We also can get Nova. Absolutely. We can get the additive reconstructor. Absolutely. And now we can unlock all of the tier 2 units, starting with mace, pulsar, Atrax, Horizon, Poly, and Minky. Unfortunately, we do not have the heliboats because we have to capture windswept islands, which is not next. The next one's actually Frontier, which is a brand new map. I have not done this one before, So that's pretty interesting. Okay, it's a medium threat enemy base, and it looks like we'll be using tier 2 to capture it. Okay, let's go ahead and build up some resources in Stained Mountain over here. I think we have enough, but we do not have enough graphite. Can I increase the production of graphite in here? Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Now that's a grand total of 8 graphite per second. I think we could add a little bit more graphite presses because there is some extra coal here, but whatever. Okay, also I've been seeing a lot of comments saying that if I go into ground zero, use the time control mod to crank it up to 256, the sector simulation will fill up the resources instead of blowing up the entire base's production lines because the game cannot handle that fast of speeds. So let's see if that is actually true. 4.1k? I think that's true. I didn't really check what we had before, but I think that's correct. All right, well, let's just go ahead and sit in here for a little bit at 256 times speed, which, as you can see, if I tap the keyboard, I move through half the sector, so... And I can literally fly so fast off the map that it respawns me, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so that should probably be enough graphite. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, and now let's head over to Frontier. Oh, wait, hold on. We didn't read the lore, Fungal Pass is a transition area between high mountains and lower spore-ridden lands. A small enemy reconnaissance base is located here. Utilize dagger units, destroy the enemy outpost. Done. Now, for Frontier... A small enemy outpost has been detected here. Build mono units in order to harvest resources more effectively. Utilize the additive reconstructor to construct stronger units. Right. Wait, we have polys now? Oh, hallelujah. Graphite, silicon, and they can just help build things. Oh, lovely. I'm pretty sure Nova can also do that. Yeah, they have a 30% build speed, but polys are better because they can fly. So that's going to be great to have. Let's go to Frontier and use those. Okay, 2 things of note. First one, I did not rate Fungal Pass. We've got black sand, coal, lead, and copper. That's pretty good. We've got water. We do not have a lot of space. We do not have titanium, thorium, or thermal, or oil anywhere. So I'm going to give this a 3. Now, back to Frontier. The reason I brought that up is because I think this is new. I have not seen this block before. You know, this is like light stone or something. Holy! Wow, this is going to score pretty high. Look at all this. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, there's no black sand. We only have normal sand, but we do have copper, coal, and lead. Yes, we do. There's no scrap, no titanium, no thorium, no oil. We have water. Thought we did. No, we don't. Oh, well, that doesn't really count. I'm not going to count that as water, but it does exist in tiny amounts. But since there's a huge amount of thermal for power generation, I'm going to give this a 4. Yeah, but also this new stone here, this is new, right? I'm not going crazy. This was not in V7, right? This is brand new. I mean, it does absolutely nothing, right? Because I don't think you'd be able to oil extract from here, but I'm not sure because I don't have it yet. I also don't have the water extractor, so I cannot tell how much water we get out of this. Who knows what's going on? I just know that we've got thermal down here, and that's amazing. Okay, so what do we have to do here? The additive reconstructor upgrades tier 1 to tier 2 using graphite and silicon. Research and construct a dagger to a mace. Okay, so it looks like they have a bunch of silicon here available for use. So I'm going to. Now let's think about this. 0.84 and 0.66. So that's like 6 point something. We are currently making a grand total whopping 3. So we actually need to double this. That can be done. Hold on. I'm actually just going to do that right now. Now I think the real concern is going to be we don't have a lot of coal. So I think we're going to be bottlenecked on that pretty much the entire time, but that's fine. All right, there we go. And we could also just take the monos out of production if we need to. I don't think we will, but, you know, if we do, we do. Also, let's go ahead and grab some extra lead to make the daggers, and we're going to need some graphite, which we can get from over here. Yeah, I'm actually going to do that. I was about to say, if I'm smart about this, I'll get some pumps and pump this over and get some water and boost the production of graphite, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, yes, I could also unload from the core, but I think we're going to be here a little bit because I bet this is a little more difficult than Fungal Pass. We might as well build everything as if we're going to be staying here for a tad. Now, the best part about this is we have thermal power, so we don't really have to worry too much. We've got plenty to go around, and that's just going to keep generating forever, and if I need more, I can always just build some more. Also, we have the water available here. I'm just going to use it. Enemy waves send infinitely until all enemy cores are destroyed. Attack the enemy base fast to prevent waves from getting too high. Yeah, that does make sense. Okay, anyways, what are we looking at up here? We've got some copper turrets. Yep, cool, looking good. We got... yeah, okay. This is Oh my god, bro, how many manders you got over there? Okay, this is entirely manageable. Their highest tier turret looks to be Scorch. I think there's probably some hails in here as well. Yeah, looks like it. So this ain't gonna be too bad. We're just gonna have to push through all of this. Now, I'm also going to go ahead and make some daggers because those can almost outrange the duo, and maybe I should make some flares as well, just to try to send down here to destroy some of the power infrastructure. I think we might have a window if we kind of book it and hit this right here, maybe this battery, that might cut off some power. Although, if we try to skirt along the outside and hit this node right here, that might cut off a decent amount of the base, which actually means this entire side. So maybe we want to do some flares as well. That wouldn't hurt. Let's just do it. Now, also, you can control click on this to select a destination for your units. I'm going to go ahead and send the tier 2s up there. And I'm going to set the flares to go there. Actually, no, let's set the flares to go here. Okay, I think that should be fine. We do have 2 minutes per wave, so we are going to have to be a little careful about this. I do not see where that unit is, so I'm just going to assume it's fine. Okay, and yes, silicon is the problem, and that's because it's getting silicon back in here somehow. I don't know how that's happening. I have no idea, but okay, whatever. Unfortunately, the mace are pretty short range, so we won't be able to do a whole lot against this, but I think that's going to be okay. Also, what are the enemies? Where are they? I haven't even seen them. They got like... Oh. Oh, dear. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and get prepared for that, because the last time I underestimated air, I lost. So I'm not doing that again. Now, I don't have a clue where they're going to be coming from, but I'm just going to kind of... Yeah, this kind of makes sense. Just kind of scatter them everywhere. Not get it because it's scatter. Maybe that's why they're called scatter. Or it's trying to get the air units to scatter. And you know what? Let's also just put them over here. Okay, can someone tell me how silicon is getting back in here? Can Nova heal each other? I think they can, right? That is going to use some titanium, so we can't do this forever. But let's see here. Capable of flight. Okay, no, they cannot repair each other. But I think the Pulsar can? I don't know. Whatever. I'm just going to make some Nova because it's fun. We do have a decent amount of flares. We are at, we need like 4 more, and then I'm just going to send them in, dude. Honestly. And how far is their range here? Wow, these things shoot slow. Holy. And interestingly enough, they have to be moving to shoot? Wow, okay. Well, that's going to be interesting. 15 out of 16. There is so many flares. Okay, so it looks like the daggers are moving up. The flares are not. I would really like to cut this off. So maybe we send them over here. Yeah, if we can get that power node down, then this factory will turn off. No, it won't. Maybe it will. No, okay, because there's 2 directions, so that won't actually happen. Ugh, rats. Okay. Although we could send them over here to destroy that. That might actually be a pretty good idea. I'm just going to take 2 of them, and let's have them come up here, and we'll send them around, and then they can hit this. Also, we do not have a front defense. We should probably get one. Oi! The flares are here! The flares are here! See if I can lure them all in. Come on. Okay. I mean, we got a bunch of flares. We're kind of just wasting them, so... Oh, did the ones up here get over? They did. So let's send them over here. See if we can target that. Now, hopefully they don't fly over. Okay, bro. Really? So they do kind of do their attack pattern, which is kind of cool, so... And looks like this just cut off... Oh my god, that cut off, like, half the base. And bro just rebuilt it. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Right, okay. Now, how's the range on these guys? Pretty good. I don't think it's larger than the range of a duo, but it might be. Whee! Oh, so they can heal themselves. Okay, never mind. Oh, they're coming. Uh-oh. Run away. Okay, looks like these guys are coming down here. I do not have this defended. Let's just go ahead and throw up some quick walls here. Okay, yeah, let's get these flares going. I don't know where I'm going to send them. I'm just going to kind of send them. Honestly, whatever. Let's just send them over here. Whatever happens, happens. Alright, so that did a whole lot of nothing, so that was great. What if we just sent these guys in here, and then we send the Nova after them? Because if we keep this as a group, then these guys will do all the damage, and then the Nova will heal them up. Hopefully. Okay, there we go. So we've got these 3, and let's get the Novas to heal them up. So it looks like we did just destroy a pretty good amount of things. So that's great. Also, since we're here, let's do a little bit of that. Now, I also think I can do a little bit of this and prevent anything from destroying this as well. So that would be great. Let's also get these Novas to come up here. And yeah, I think Nova and these guys were the play here. And also, okay, something is wrong with this. How is Silicon? How are you getting over? Oh, I'm an idiot, guys. It's okay. And you know what? I've just been wasting all these flares. Honestly, let's just send them in and have them destroy these batteries. Or get absolutely rinsed. That also works. What? Okay, so this is going to hurt pretty bad. Let's back up. Yeah, I don't want to lose most of my units here. We're making progress, though. We're making progress. And we do have reinforcements, so let's get them sent over as well. This is going to be the hard part because we got a bunch of hail here. I'd like to be able to cut that off, but I don't think that's going to work out too well. And honestly, I think it's about time that we push into this area and clean this out. I'm very happy I cut the power off, by the way. That destroyed a lot of their defenses. All of these arc are now going to do absolutely nothing. Ooh, that's hail. Okay, let's back up. That's a lot of enemies. We're going to have to start beefing up our actual defenses here. Now, we should also be able to outrange these scorches over here, and maybe we target the crawlers before they get close. Okay, looks like we are also losing a bunch of our Novas now, so we probably need to push up a little bit. Can we... Oh, we can actually get defenses over here. Is there any coal nearby? There is. Ooh, most excellent. Yeah, okay, so the hail are going to be able to hit that. That's unfortunate. But they will not be able to hit the top one, so that will be good. Okay, I did just destroy their conveyor, so that's pretty good. Actually, maybe I don't want to create another way for those guys to go, so I'm actually not going to do that. And we are losing our units because they have more than me, so I think we need to get a defense over here. Oh, there's titanium here. I didn't even realize that. I guess that is going to raise the sector value, isn't it? You know what? I'm actually going to give this a raise to 5. Alright, let's see. Can we take out this conveyor here? Yes, we can. Okay, so now the Scorches are out of ammo. I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot, though, since they can be outranged by a couple of Nova. But man, they're just throwing so many enemies at me. I'm going to have to get a defense going. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a defense going over there. Okay, let's see what we can do. You know, honestly, a powered... Ooh, actually, yeah, powered defense would be pretty good over here. We're going to wait for these guys to go away, and then I'm simply going to build a nice little wall over here, and then spam a whole bunch of arc. And now we'll build the second best power generator in the game. Only second to the legendary RTG is thermal. And that's probably a bit overkill, and that's going to take too long to build, so let's just build these 3 for now. And we're also going to need to get some menders over here because this wall's going to get destroyed in a matter of seconds. And we're going to need to get some form of air defense to cover this as well. Oh, and I'm actually maxed out on units, so let's get everybody grouped up here, and we're just going to send a push. And now they're choosing to go the other direction. Wow, that's typical. Can my non-existent defenses handle this? I'm actually very impressed. 1 ripple versus those guys, and the ripple won. Yeah, let's get that going. Also, we have enough to make a push now, and I also could add some more, actually, yeah. Let's just do this. Yeah, let's have these guys stationed over here, because that is going to pose problems. Okay, let's get some anti-air over there as well. There we go, and looks like the, arc are taking out some walls there. Okay, let's go ahead and push up these Scorches. This is not going to be very fun, because the, mace are going to try to just push it themselves, and that's not going to work, so we're going to need to grab some Nova to do this. Oh, they have Horizon now. Uh-oh, okay, so we need to be careful. Okay, so let's wait to make the push until this Armada is gone, and I'm actually going to throw in a Lancer right here as well. Yeah. Holy dude. And let's have these guys do a little bit of pushing on these Scorches here. 42 enemies? Bro! Okay, these Novas are going to get cooked by these flares. Oh no. Wait, these are crawlers. Back up, back up, back up. We might just have to push it. We might just have to. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to push it. Alright, screw it. We're pushing it. We don't have a whole lot of time, and we're going to have to do it. Let's get the flares in there too. Oh, there's arc. We got to cut these off. Nope. Okay, back it up, back it up, back it up. They are coming for me. Uh-oh. All right, so we lost a lot of Nova, and we lost like 1 fortress. Okay, and now they're grouping up here because they know exactly what I'm about to do. I'm just going to rush down this way, destroy all of this, and then hopefully get to the core before they get to me. 61 enemies is ridiculous, by the way. All right, here we go. This is going to be tight. We got like 5 seconds before the next wave shows up, so screw it. Just go for the core, man. Whatever it takes. Oh, come on. We didn't get it because there's just 70 enemies that spawn. Ugh. Bro, what are we going to do about that? Luckily, I destroyed like half this area, but unfortunately, they're going to rebuild the whole thing. So now we have to wait for a bunch of units to get built up, and I think it's time we switch over to something else. Let's give Horizon a try. Look at, like, bro, there's no way we're going to get through that. I took too long. That's my problem. I took way too long. Now there's just too many enemies spawning in, and I can't do anything about it. There's so many flares. I'm going to wait until we have 16 Horizon. I'm just going to send them. I don't care. They're just going in. Bro, oh my, we're not going to be able to do this. I might have to restart this one. There's so many. We don't have enough time to, like, move, you know? Also, what's going on here? I never brought the air defenses down here. We're going to need to do that. What I'm hoping happens is they all get stuck on the core like they did to me, and then they get obliterated. But I don't know if that's going to happen. And also, this has been rebuilt, so they're... dang it. Okay, I should have just started with air. And now they just got units stationed all the way over here. Oh, man. Actually, wait. If we go up this way, there's the least amount of resistance. Okay, screw it. I'm just going. Boom! Sector captured. They all got stuck on each other like the exact same thing happened to me. Boom. Okay. I should have done that from the start. That would have been way easier. But that's okay. I tried to do it the legit way. You know, at least what the tutorial said. And I probably would have made it if I didn't take so long. But I did take so long. So it do be like that sometimes. Sector captured. Okay, now we also unlocked... Wow, there's a lot of places to go. Ooh, what do we have over here? Infested Canyons. That is interesting. Shall we read about it? Beyond the mountains lives a winding river valley now covered in layers of spore moss. Hold your ground against the enemy onslaught. Construct naval units. Eliminate all enemy cores. Ooh, so this is like a water thing? That's kind of cool. Okay, medium threat enemy base with water units. I'm tempted. I think we can do another one this episode. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, they gave us a lot of defenses and a lot of derelict structures, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the game real quick and take a look at what this has to offer. Okay. Whoa. Okay, I have bitten off more than I can chew today. That is not good. Okay, I'm going to go straight for tier 2 boats. I think I have that, right? I do. We're going to go for a whole bunch of minky. And we're just going to kind of push one of these, and I think that's going to have to be about as good as it's going to get. Let's get started on that. Also, let's go ahead and take a look at this sector here. Obviously, it is pretty cramped in here. We do have a river going through the entire thing. We've got a little bit of titanium, copper, lead, and coal. No thermal, no thorium, no oil, obviously, but we do have black sand, spores, and a very large amount of water to go around. Unfortunately, not a whole lot of space in here, but it is a pretty nice sector, all things considered. This is going to get a 5... Anyways, let's go ahead and rebuild all of this. Let's also rebuild that. And I'm actually just not going to deal with that. And I'm going to instantly build one next to my core because I am not about to deal with that. Ooh, hello. I don't have a rotary pump, I don't think. I don't because I can't rebuild it. Interesting. So what is this? Is this telling me to use spores for power? It is 160% here, to be fair. So let's try that. We do need to get some water in here in the beginning, so I'm just going to do that. There we go. And it does look like we're making more spores than the generators actually need, so that is actually pretty good. Okay. Look at that. Okay, we might actually be off to a great start here. That takes forever to build. 45 seconds? 10 seconds. Brother. Okay, well, I know how to fix that. Just build another one. And, you know, if I was smart, I'd actually build a third one. Think that's going to work with the way that I've set this up, unfortunately, but oh well, that'll have to do. Okay. Also, this might work. It's going to be a little inefficient, but that's okay. Since these have 160% efficiency, we might be fine. But that's just going to generate us a whole bunch of power. And we then won't have to worry about it, and then we can actually get our defenses going. So, okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to send these guys up here, and we will have our first boat army. Okay, very nice. Now, if I was smart about this, I would add 2 more of these, because, is this 45 seconds? Yeah, it's 45 seconds, bruh. I think that's going to work, and I'm actually just going to go ahead and set this up, because we're going to need it, I feel like. So, yeah, anyways, what did these take? Silicon and glass? If I was smart, I would make the silicon on-site, and these take a whopping 0.4. So I just need 2 silicon factories for this. Yeah, let's just set that up. And we've got power for days, so I'm not really going to worry too much about this. and I'm just gonna do something like this. Now, if I was smart about this, I also would build polys, but I'm not smart, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so that's enough silicon for these guys. And unfortunately, I did not add a place to get glass in there because I'm an idiot. I know I only need one pump. I don't care. Okay, there we go. That should be good for that. And then we just need to get some silicon in here, which I am just going to take both silicon and graphite from the core. And we can also make more if we need to, but I don't think we will just yet. Okay, there we go. Glass. We've got silicon. This should be making like 4 glass. I think we're going to be great. I'm going to keep this here because why not? And what's wrong with the silicon? It's not powered. There we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to have so many boats, we are not going to have to deal with anything. So let's go ahead and use the 5 or 6 that we have already and start shooting out some scorches. Yeah, because boats are really good, by the way. Like, boats are crazy good. Oh, they have their own boats. We're going to have to take care of those. Boat v. boat. Our boats are better. That did a lot of damage. Hold on. Get healed up real quick, and we will keep pushing. And yeah, we are burning through resources, so we are going to have to go a little quickly if we want to actually survive this. Oh, they have, I have no idea what that's called. Not a clue. But they've got them, so we got to be careful. I'm just going to send it. I don't think we're going to make it because of those. Actually, can we hit those? We can hit those. Okay, let's get rid of these. Oh, wow, that did a lot. Okay. And you know what? Let's overflow the silicon back into the core, because we're going to need it. 29 enemies! Okay, they have an army of polys, and that is not good for me. Okay. Let's go ahead and sit our boats over here so they can not rebuild. We need to claim this area. That's what we need to do. We need to claim this and get some defenses here. We can use this coal. We can get graphite. Or no, we can get silicon, and then we can use that as ammo for things. We really need air defense. That's in range of the ripple, isn't it? Yep. So instead, I guess we'll be stuck in a perpetual shoot this, but it gets rebuilt machine. And maybe I should go for this core first because it's way weaker. That makes a lot of sense. I need to beef up my defenses before I get cooked. Okay, so we got a bunch of boats. Let's go. We're going up this way first because this looks to be the weakest part. Never mind, they are sending in their armies. We gotta go defend against this first. Okay, and then we gotta take these guys out too. Holy, this is stressful. Wow. We lost a lot there. Okay, let's keep going. We're going for this first. Oh, those are scorches. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Just go for the core, bro. I think we can get it. Oh, barely. Jesus. Okay. That's one core down, though, so that's great. I think they're going to try to rebuild that, so that's not particularly amazing, but I don't think that's going to matter too much. I think the next one we go for is this one. This one's the weakest of the next two. This one's full of titanium armor, so yeah. Okay, we're going to go for that one next. Let's get some boats up here. I think we might be able to claim this now because they are not pushing here, so let's try it. We're also running out of silicon, so we kind of need to go a little quickly here. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to claim it. Uh-oh, they're coming. Let's get next to our repair points. We have 11 already? Actually, wait, if I claim all this, they're going to want to destroy this like no other. Are those mine now? Because I reclaimed them? I think they are. No, they're not. They're not mine. Okay, cool. Anyways, I'm just going to reclaim all this, and they're going to spend so much time trying to destroy it that it's going to destroy them. Yeah. Also, I'm not supposed to be going for this one. I'm supposed to be going for this one. What am I doing? Okay, more silicon. There we go. Okay, are we good? We have 16 boats. Let's go for it. Let's try to destroy these Ripple, because they were the ones that destroyed me last time. Oh my god, that does so much damage. Holy, okay. Okay, we got some more sand. I don't think that's even enough sand, but I don't care at this point. We're just trying to go, go, go. We're almost out of graphite. Oh no. And we don't have a whole lot of coal available again. Oh my god, there's 8 tracks. Things are going, and I would not say that is well. Oh, what else do I need to do? I need to get graphite. That is pretty bad. We do not have copper. Wow. What do I even do about that? You know, this copper shortage is a huge detriment. Okay, there we go. Now we have copper. We need to get water in there, but I don't know how that's going to work out. Okay, we have boats. We have 15 boats. We have 16 boats. I'm going to push again because I don't... Oh, let's actually wait until those guys are gone. They're still going after that. That's great. The Ripple are mostly destroyed, so send it. Okay. Yep, ignore, go for the core. Literally ignore everything and go for the core. I don't care. Surely we got that. Yeah. Okay, boom. We lost 14 of our units. I think that's worth it. Okay. Oh no, wait, we're actually out of graphite. Okay, there we go. Now we have graphite again. Yay, it's not very fast, but it's the best we got. And silicon, yeah, we don't have a whole lot of that either. Luckily, it's all going into here first, so that's great. Copper we have boosted with water now, so we're actually getting a decent amount of it. Okay, we might be okay. Let's go ahead and reclaim this, so they will spend a whole lot of time trying to take it themselves. How many do we have here? 16. I think we're gonna have to push again. Let's see what we can do. Probably, okay, we'll wait for that wave to get destroyed, and then we'll try to get these Ripple out first, I guess. That's probably as far as we're going to get, unfortunately, but okay, now since they're starting to get in here, we're going to have to get some Menders in here. That's not good. Okay, we have 16. Let's push it. I think we're going to go straight for the Ripple. Yep, please destroy that. Okay, now we're going to go for their factories. Okay. Well, we got the large one, so I'm happy with that. Okay, good. Okay, we should be able to build up some units now very quickly as well. We're still running low on graphite. We do not have enough coal in this here, and you know what? I can actually solve this. I think we got this. Okay, I am cutting off graphite production to speed up graphite production. This is going to be worth it. We also don't have silicon, so I'm gonna have to cut that off too. Okay, there we go. Whew. And I've built the pumps a little too close, and now they're stuck. Let's wait for these guys to get destroyed, hopefully not lose any units. Man, you know, these scorches here are actually doing a lot of work right now. This is great. I'm going to get a repair point over here. Hopefully these don't take too much resources. Okay, it does take silicon. That's going to hurt, but there we go. We can get healed up, and we're going to push up. We're going to try to take as many boats as we can. We're going to get healed up, and then we're going to go back in. And somehow we didn't lose any. That is an absolute miracle. Let's get everybody healed up. Okay, send it. We do not have a whole lot of time before the next wave shows up, so let's try to go now. Yep, let's go for their factories again. Actually, that one's the only one that's actually active. Oh, that's a lot of those guys. Hey, back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. How many did we just lose there? We lost 4, really? Jeez. Okay, let's go for that. We're not gonna make it. We're gonna lose basically everything, but we might be able to get their factory down. Maybe this Lancer too. We scatter. Let's get these duos out of the way. That Lancer still didn't get destroyed. Seriously? Okay, those are gonna run out of ammo before they cause any more damage. Okay, there we go. We've got a pretty good push. Now we just gotta wait, get more units built up, and we'll be good. Okay, what a stressful sector, you know? I mean, attacking is supposed to be stressful like this, but this is just... Whew. And you know, not once did I look at my power. This is crazy good. Okay, well, somehow this wave decided to go this way and destroy that, which is kind of what I was hoping for earlier, but it didn't really happen earlier, so... Yeah, okay, anyways, now let's go ahead and get these guys going up here. Let's not rebuild this. I just want to get another power line going because we're going to have to fight against these guys again, and they did a lot of damage last time. Or they're going to just go away and we can go right past them. That would also be fantastic. If we sit right here, we should be able to hit the core. This is going to hurt. I don't know if we're going to make it. Oh, we're definitely going to make it. Okay, yep. Boom. Sector captured. That was incredibly stressful, and that was just a medium threat sector with water. Okay, this is going to be pretty difficult, especially when we get to eradication threat sectors. That's going to be very fun. We need to get launch and landing pads, like right now. Anyways, did we unlock any new research? Unfortunately not. Wow. I think the next place we need to go is Windswept Islands, which is right the way this way. Also, it appears that I'm still not being attacked from Perilous Harbor or Overgrowth, which is a little interesting. But anyways, next episode we're going to go for Windswept Islands. That is the one that will unlock us, I believe, the water extractor and maybe a couple other things here. Windswept Island, this looks to be, I don't actually know what that is. That might be Plastanium compressor, which would be great, but I have no idea. Anyways, well, that's what we're going to do next episode. I'd say we had a pretty successful attack campaign in this episode, and we'll just have to see what waits for us in Windswept Island. Goodbye.